Hello, I am Natasha Hinton, and I am the Associate Director of Research Financial Reporting, also known as RFR. I also assist with the Office of Post-Award Management, also known as OPM. OPM consists of 9 members, including Cindy Sutton, Director of Post-Award Management, Maria Morris, Research Support Lead, Yesenia Mendez, Financial Analyst, and Post-Award Specialist Lucia Barron, Courtney Baxter, Allison Bratton, Danielle Elliott, and Sean Roberts. The closeout process is important because UTD follows the Uniform Guidance 2 CFR 200.343. It requires all financial, performance, and other reports as required by the terms and conditions of the award to be completed and submitted within 90 days after the end date of the completion of the award. There are consequences if the closeout guideline is not followed, and it would affect future awards for all PIs at the university. Additionally, sanctions could be applied, such as restrictions on IDC, removal of authorities, termination of awards, and being designated as a high-risk grantee. Project closeouts followed the Sponsored Programs Accounting Procedure, which lists out the shared responsibility between the PI, departmental support staff, receivables and sponsored accounting, Office of Sponsored Programs, and Office of Post-Award Management. The PI and departmental support staff will receive a notification from OPM that the project is ending 90 days before the end date. During this time, it's very important that the project should be reviewed to make sure all expenditures related to the projects are charged accordingly and appropriately to ensure that the project is ready to wind down for closeout. This is not when the project should have an influx of new expenditures to spend down. If an extension is needed, the PI will need to contact their OSP grant specialist. Now we will discuss a few important items. All expenditures must be incurred during the period of performance, which is the start and end date of the project. Please make sure you don't spend afterwards. All pending expenses must post prior to the 45-day cutoff after the end date. Anything after that date will be rejected and a new cost center will be needed. For example, if a project ends 8/31, all expenses must post to the general ledger by 10/14. Confirm all payroll has posted to the cost center. Request any payroll corrections prior to the project ending and make sure that they have been charged to the project. Make sure any future salaries are charged elsewhere after the end date. Review all open purchase orders on the project and confirm all items are received and paid on the general ledger to close out those open POs. Do not order equipment or large purchases in the last 90 days of the project. Review all subrecipients and ensure invoices are received and paid. Please make sure to IDT any unallowable expenses to another cost center. One-card expenditure transaction dates must be dated prior to the end date of the project. Please also make sure to clear any direct deficits. The department will need to use an alternate cost center for any unallowable expenses posting after the 45-day cutoff. Closeout review will begin 90 days after end date of the project by Receivables and Sponsored Accounting, RSA, and they will confirm that all expenses have posted, all invoices are paid, and there are not any outstanding issues. If everything is clear, they will add the project to a work list that is shared between the closeout group, which is the general ledger, Office of Post-Award Management, and the receivables and sponsored accounting areas. OPM will then reduce the budget to actuals and close out the contract line and close the project activity. Then it is turned over to the GL team who will inactivate the cost center and the project. Please make sure that you follow the closeout because any factors could delay the closeout process. Examples could mean if you have open encumbrances that are not closed, there are deficits or unpaid sponsored invoices. RSA and OPM will reach out to the department to assist with any issues that need to be resolved. We also send reminders. Once they are resolved, the project will be closed. OSP will contact the PI to request a final technical report and verify the project has been completed and that all terms and conditions have been met. This will conclude the award closeout process in regards to the Uniform Guidance requirements. Please remember to pay attention to expenses, balances, encumbrance throughout the life of the project. Ensure a smooth closeout process. Please feel free to contact OPM at UT Dallas if you have any questions or need any additional guidance.